Now this next topic is extremely mundane. Conversion of units. But I want to give you a foolproof method for unit conversions, because if you don't use a good method, you might make a mistake. For example, if you want to convert from minutes into hours, do you multiply by 60 or divide by 60? In order to avoid having to worry about that, you can use this method that I'm going to tell you. And it consists of multiplying your original quantity by 1. If you multiply something by 1, you don't change its value. And we don't want to change the value when we do a unit conversion. But the thing is, you need to have a judicious choice of the form of the number 1. So let me do an example to illustrate my method. The length of a marathon race. It is 26.2 miles, and I want to know how many kilometers that is. We frequently want to convert things in miles into more sensible SI units. And the fact that you need to use is that 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. These kind of conversion facts are found on the inside front cover of some of your textbooks or in Appendix and in Appendix E. There are lots of different conversion factors for different kinds of quantities given there. So here I go. I'm going to multiply my length, 26.2 miles, by 1. I'm going to multiply it by 1.609 kilometers divided by 1 mile. This fraction here in the parentheses is equal to 1 because 1.609 kilometers is equal to 1 mile. I could have written 1 mile divided by 1.609 kilometers. That's also equal to 1, but it's not the right form of 1 for me to use because I want to make my miles cancel with the miles in this fraction, so I need to put miles in the denominator in my fraction to make them cancel properly. I have to do 26.2 times 1.609 to get the answer. It's 42.2, and the remaining unit is kilometers. I'm going to do another example. That one was very straightforward, but there is a pitfall that I want to warn you about, which is illustrated by this example, which deals with the area of our UVU campus. It is 246 acres. How many square meters is that? Well, some of the facts that I can use in the conversion are 1 acre equals 43,560 square feet. That's not in our table in our textbook. And 1 meter is 3.281 feet. This isn't the only way to do this calculation, but it illustrates my point. So I'm going to multiply by 1. 1 acre is the area of the campus is 246 acres. And I need to do multiple steps now. In order to get rid of the acres, I should create a fraction that has 1 acre in the denominator and 43,560 square feet in the numerator. That would put my result into feet squared, but I want meters squared. So I need another factor. I want the feet to cancel, so I'm putting them downstairs. 3.281 feet is equal to 1 meter. So both of these fractions is equal to 1. But I'll get the wrong answer if I do it this way, because I haven't canceled all of my units down to meters squared. I had feet squared in the numerator, but I'm only dividing by feet to the first power on this fraction. To get the right answer, I need to square that ratio, 1 meter over 3.281 feet. That will produce meters squared and feet squared. So the way to do the calculation then is to take 246 times 43,560 divided by 3.281 squared. Please remember to square everything in this fraction, not just the units, but the numbers also. And the result is 9.95 times 10 to the 5th meters squared. This fraction, just to make sure, is equal to 1 squared meters squared over 3.281 squared feet squared. Please remember to square the 3.281, or when you're converting between powers of 10, between millimeters and meters and so forth, you have to square those powers of 10 as well. I can give you another example of this using the Rubik's Cube. Let's say that the size of each little square was 1 foot, so that the whole Rubik's Cube is 3 feet across, which is 1 yard. 1 yard equals 3 feet. But now, suppose we wanted to know the surface area of one of the faces of the cube. It's 1 square yard. Is that 3 square feet? No, it's 9 square feet. 1 yard squared is 3 feet squared, which is 9 square feet. Similarly, the volume of the cube is not 3 cubic feet. It's 1 cubic yard, which is 27 cubic feet.